Hi everybody and welcome back to Beetle's Plays and another train life, and I hope you're having a good day. I've not been having a bad one personally, so let's get back into this. Now I've had a few more small issues in that my game save didn't keep from last time, so we went from let's have a look. Um, we were coming from uh, it was something like Liechtenstein, I think, wasn't it? So Liechtenstein, and then we went via Zurich to Lucerne, and then up to Basel. And we finished the game, or finished the video at Basel, and that was that. And I'd got something like, I think, $400,000, pounds, whatever it is, in my account, and yeah, came back to it last time, and I was back at Liechtenstein again. So I don't know why it hadn't synced up. I have had this problem before. So anybody that's playing on Geforce now or intends to play the game on Geforce now, it does work very well. It's just the saves sometimes. This is the second problem I've had. Although I think the first problem was the fact that I think it was a bug in the game. Um, but yeah, I don't know what happened this time, whether it just didn't sync up with Steam or what it was, I don't know. But anyway, I had to run the video, so I wasn't going to put you guys through it all again, so I ran it through again. I'm back at Basel. In the meantime, because I was in a bit of a rush, because I was a bit frustrated that the game hadn't saved at that point, I ended up with a derailment, and I paid a £50,000 fine, and I also the observant of you might notice that I am not in the I can't remember what they call the first train now, to be honest, the first passenger train I bought, but it's the first one available. I've actually bought this one. So this is the PZK Bison, and I'm first of all was looking at it, and again, because I was in a bit of a rush, I thought, oh, that looks a nice electric train, I will buy that, because I like electric trains, because you don't have to go and refuel them. And when I got in it, I realised that it wasn't an electric train. So I've got this one now, but I think I've still got my other one. But it was a case of getting to a service centre and changing it over if necessary. But I may end up selling this and buying another electric. I don't know yet, but I need to crack on with a few things, to be honest. I need to set another train driver on to do some jobs and level up some cities and lots of different things, really. But I'm trying to get at the moment in this little mini series up to London. And get London sorted out, mainly because I live in the UK, and I started my journey, I think, in Germany, was it? So that's what I'm trying to do. So we're in Basel at the moment, and if we have a look at the map, we need to be going. Yeah, there's no easy way around there, actually, is there? So we're going to have to go up to Mannheim, if that's how you pronounce it, and then we need to go across to where will it be from there? It will be no, not Luxembourg, it'll be Saarbrücken, won't it? So Saarbrücken, and then excuse me, where from there? I'm just wondering. Well, it'll have to be Luxembourg and then down to Reims or something like that. We'll go that way and work our way over to London. So I'm just looking at where we want to be going then. So I don't want to make the video too long today. So I think we'll go to Mannheim, and then we will work our way over to Saarbrücken. So that's what we will do today. And we need to set our map, actually, don't we? So let's, in fact, are we in the right area for that? want to be highlighting these names, don't I? That's it. So we've got, where are we now? We're down at Basel, so we need to get to Stuttgart and then over to Mannheim, Main, isn't it? Which is there. Got it. Right, that's got that set in. And now we should be able to get our passengers loaded up. So let's put the handbrake on. Oh, we need to get to the pickup point, actually, don't we? The pickup platform. Which I'd never understand why the pickup platform is different to the drop-off platform. It just seems weird that you have to move your train to another platform to pick up passengers. I mean, I know, yeah, fair enough. All right, you do have different platforms, I suppose, but again, it seems a bit of messing about in a game that it just breaks the fluidity for me. But anyway, so the pickup platform looks like it's over there somewhere, doesn't it? Let's get out of the train for a moment and let's just have a look. It's difficult to tell from here. Don't quite know. So this is the one thing that confuses me, if I'm honest. This sat-navy business. So we're facing that way. Well, let's just get to set it off, and we'll sort it out on the fly. Oh, we're actually going that way. Are we going? We're going backwards. Yeah, I've got reverse set. That's why. Let's get it out of reverse. My mistake. So yeah, we need to get the train over to our left as we're going this direction. That's looking like a bit like the PS5 Matrix effect on the windscreen, isn't it? Yeah, very much like the Matrix effect. But now we've got out into the open, it's disappeared and it's looking like normal rain. So I've not noticed that before. Please like and subscribe, by the way, if you enjoy the videos, and click that notification bell if you want to be notified of any future videos. It would be really appreciated, and it would help the channel along tremendously. Now, actually, where is this actually taking us? Because I bet it's taking us to a. It is. It's taking us up there, isn't it? Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I'm not going all the way up there. So let's get to the other end of the train, if we can. And it's not. I don't seem to be having a reverse view on this for some reason at the moment. I can't understand why. Is it just me being daft, or what is it? I don't know. Or have I got to go right up there with the camera? No, you can't do that. I don't know. I could have sworn there used to be a reverse, sorry, a rear view of the train, but don't seem to have one. Now, one thing I did learn, and I think I'm going to have to do it here, but it was handy knowing this, and I didn't realise until I was playing around with it that let's just see if we go to our dial menu, and can I swap ends? Oh, it looks like I can swap ends on this train. Okay, but one thing I was going to show people then was this here, reverse train direction. I didn't realise you could do that in this dial menu. I just assumed that you had to go back to the service centre every time. And somebody actually commented the other day about it was a bit of a pain in the backside having to go to the service centre every time you wanted to change direction. Well, you can do it from here. So you just, I'm clicking X on my Xbox controller. It'll be square on the PlayStation or whatever controller you're doing. You'll have to find that out, but yeah, you can click on that icon on the left, and I'm not going to go into it, but it will charge you, I think it's £250 or something like that, or whichever currency you're working in, and you can change the train direction without having to go to the service centre, and that's extremely handy. Very handy indeed. So, right, let's get off to this. Oh, still got the brakes on. Let's get off to this platform. Get back inside the train. Let's see if that matrix effect comes back. Matrix effect comes back when we get back in the station. Oops, just breaking the limit a little bit there. So yeah, as I was saying, I'll put up with this this train for a short while, but I do like the electric trains, personally. From a playing this game point of view, just simply because of all the what I consider to be extra faffing, but I don't think I'm the only one who thinks that, though. Okay, so we'll bring the train to a halt. And we will get our passengers boarded up. There's no matrix effect happening here, is there? Okay, let's get the doors open. We'll have a quick look outside. No, we're not actually undercover though here, are we? So, well, I didn't notice as we approached, if I'm honest. Never mind. It's a nice looking train, this one, though. I do like it. Reminds me of the ice trains. So, how many have we got for where we're going then? Let's go to where are we going here? Oh, there we go. No, we've only got 21. It's not a lot, is it? Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I think we've messed up, haven't we? Because I need... Let's cancel that. Let's clear the GPS. Yes, I do want to clear it. We need to go to Stuttgart, Maine, first of all. Add that, and then... Oh, come on. Get on there, thank you. Right, that's better. That's better. Right, let's come out of there and let's open the doors again. See if we can get some more passengers in. Now let's see if that's made a difference. Oh, we've got 49 on now. Yes. So we've now got some for Stuttgart as well. So, cool. Let's crack on. Oh, we've got to close the doors, haven't we? I thought we'd already done that. Right. Handbrake off. And away we go. It's a bit of a wet day, although the sky doesn't look particularly black, but yeah, a bit of a rainy start to the day in train life world. me. So I've been giving myself a pat on the back for doing so well in this game lately, and we will see if that carries on today. No mishaps, no silly mistakes, no derailments, no crashing into trains. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, if you look at my my credit at the top right there, I now have only 37,000 out of my, I'm sure I had about 400 and odd at one part, but hopefully we'll make some more up from today's journey. And we have 80% fuel, so I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I'm down to 97% condition, and I think that's because I put the handbrake on a little bit earlier, didn't I, whilst we were moving. Oh, we're up to 80 now, so let's get that speed up a little bit more. Just pop inside the train for a bit. Sorry, loco. Keep calling it train. Some animals up ahead, so we'll keep an eye out for those. But it looks like we've got clear track apart from that at the moment. And we're now up to 120, so let's go, go, go! Speed, speed, speed! Sounds well, this train, though. Now, what I'm trying to line up for the future, guys, is some more train games, which I don't know whether you'd be interested in. I already bought Trains with a Z on, oops, let's just bring that speed down, for Geforce now, to have a look at that, and I've not really looked at it yet, so we'll go through the tutorials of that. It is 19, but for two reasons I've got that. The main reason being I can only get 19 on Geforce now, and the second reason is because I don't think, looking at people's reviews, that there's much difference between that and the 22 version. In fact, there's a lot of complaints about the 22 version, from what I can gather, with it being a lot of the DLCs on a subscription basis and what have you, which I'm not particularly wanting to get into. Subscription services I can't abide. I hate them with a passion. I just like to be able to buy something and be able to play it. I don't like this idea of renting everything, which is basically what it is. You're not owning games anymore, you're renting games. But that's just my opinion. What's your opinion, guys? Stick it down in the comments. Let me know. So yeah, I've got Trains 19, which we'll take a look at, go through the tutorials, as I said, but I'm also looking at getting SimRail as well. So that's another game I've got my eye on, and that is supposed to be coming out for Geforce now within the next week or two, so hopefully I can pick that up and we'll start having a look at some SimRail as well. Haven't any wipers on, have we? Where's the wipers? Well, they both look very interesting games, though, I have to say. I mean, Trains 19 is, you know, it's 4 years old now, isn't it? But it still looks well. It looks a good game graphically, and I'm looking forward to delving into that one. But also SimRail as well. Now, SimRail is a game that is still on. Well, it's just come into early access. Actually, it's being developed over the last 2 or 3 years, I think, and it's only just come on to early access recently. So it's not a fully finished game. There are still a few bugs in it. There are no missions as such or career as yet, I don't think, or anything like that. But it is a hell of a long line. I think it's something like 500 kilometers or something in Poland. So really long line, and apparently they've done all the imagery from. They've likened it to Microsoft Flight Simulator, where they take the data off Google Maps, or sorry, Bing Maps, isn't it, with the flight sim, and then the computer sort of generates the graphics based on the maps. Well, I think they've done this, a similar sort of thing from what I was reading with SimRail. So on this line, it is a one-to-one scale, of about 500 kilometers. I think it's 500 kilometers, might be 4, can't remember. But I know a lot of things off the top of my head, to be honest. Get that speed down. Another animal up ahead. So again, we'll just, oops, come on, get that speed down. Although I've realised if you keep it slightly over, it's not a massive issue, to be honest. So yeah, it's looking a really good game, and I'm looking forward to what else they bring out in it, or bring out for it, whilst it's in early access, and it, you know, with a view of releasing it at some point in the not too distant future. I forgot the toot for that animal, didn't I? Good job I didn't crash into it. And from what I've seen, there's two ways of playing SimRail. You can either drive the trains yourself, and the way it works is that the trains are kind of running all the time using AI, and when you decide to drive a train, you kind of drop in at any point along the track. You're not like, it's not like on Train Sim World where you're starting at one station and finishing at another. You just basically drop in and drop out to your heart's content with all these different trains that's running, and it is multiplayer as well, which is another interesting aspect. So yeah, looking forward to having a look at that game. There is another way of playing it, where you can actually be the controller, and you can, or dispatcher, and you can dispatch trains from the signal box if you like. And it's all kind of computerized, and you have to you know, tell the train to go from A to B to C to D kind of thing, using the point system and everything. And yeah, so there's two different ways of playing it, and like I say, it is multiplayer, so somebody may be controlling signal boxes along the way, or towers, as some they're calling some places, and then you'll have other live players driving the locos as well. So sounds really interesting. Oh, we're batting on here, aren't we? Change the view a bit. The more I've played Train Life, though, the more I've become more accepting of its little foibles, I suppose. The game save thing pisses me off, if I'm honest, but apart from that, yeah, you know, a lot of the earlier stuff I was doing, it's just a case of getting used to it. And if anybody is just starting, if anybody's watching this video and just starting on Train Life, just take your time with it. Don't drive too fast. Compare the HUD information with other information, like I'm not doing now because we're coming up to an 80 limit. Well, that's because I'm talking. That's my excuse. But yeah, just take your time with the game. Look at the HUD. Look ahead of you at the signals. And if something doesn't look quite right, slow down and give yourself plenty of time to stop. That's the best way of playing the game. And it still catches me out, and it still catches other people out. apparently looking at some of the comments. And thanks very much, guys, for the comments. It's really, really great to see a bit of a community out there, and I'd like to keep that community growing. So, please leave a comment, whatever it's about. Comments are good, and I will always try and get round to replying to comments. I try not to ignore any comments. I mean, obviously, as the channel grows, that may get a little bit more difficult to answer every single comment, but I will like and love every comment at least. But for the moment, while things are just relatively small, I am trying to answer every single comment people make. So please leave a comment, whatever it is you'd like to say. Keep it clean though, keep it respectful. That's all I ask. And yeah, let's have a great community out there. Well, this rain doesn't want to give in, does it? Let's have some cinematic shots.
Station operator, you're clear to arrive.
Thought I better get that in before I get fined. I have to say though, it sends my eyes a bit funny after a while. That constantly changing. So we're nearly at Stuttgart. Everything's looking nice and clear. I'm sure in one of the updates that they must have... Oops, that animal's there. Been lucky with those today. I'm sure they must have lessened the amount of situations that occur, like the animals. I mean, well, actually, no, I'm not sure the animals and the piles of snow are less necessarily. I think the amount of trains that are on the wrong side of the tracks and everything, I think that, to me, I don't seem to come across as much of that as I used to, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It does help with the flow of the game again, and yeah, I don't know whether it's just the randomisation of it, and I'm just going through a period where I'm not getting a lot of that, but I haven't had a lot of trains on the wrong side of the track or blocking the track or anything like that. It seems to have got a lot less to me, or for me at least. Now I'm just looking at my... Just get the speed down a bit more. I'm just looking at my health and fuel, and it is getting down to 50%. So I am just wondering whether I may need to call off at the service centre to get... I mean, what we... Well, on this journey, I don't know. We started off at 80, didn't we? So, well, we had 100 life though, didn't we? Having said that. I'm not entirely sure, just thinking back, why the life's gone down to 61, really. I don't know, whether I've just been a bit heavy-handed. But yeah, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it, guys. Because I think it's about the same distance from Stuttgart to Mannheim as it was from Basel to Stuttgart. I'm going to... We'll have a quick look on there. In fact, we can have a look now, can't we? Let's have a quick look at that. So we came from Basel, Maine up to here. Yeah, I think we'll easily do that. And then I'll get it sorted out at the service centre at Mannheim. Far to go now, just 1.5 kilometres. Just coasting, we've got a 50 limit coming up shortly. Oh, we need the passenger route now with, there we go. Well, that's postage. There we go. Got that down nicely. Now I did ask for access a while ago, so let's see if that still stands. I'm interested to know. Slow down just a tiny bit, we'll be checking the passengers all over. Well, not a bad journey here. Not much incident. Passengers waiting, which is always good. Ah, yeah, look, just... Oh, no, actually, is it the Matrix? No, I'm not sure it is. It may be just sometimes how the light catches it. A little bit in the corner there. So, yeah. Has that been sorted out on the PS5, by the way? Any PS5 players out there? Drop a comment. Okay, so let's get the doors open. Let's get some more passengers on. So, passenger transportation completed by Basel to Stuttgart, Maine, and we've got 36,159 and 866 XP. So, brilliant. Let's close that. Let's change ends. Because we are heading back out that way, and yeah, the sat-nav's already set up. Let's see what passengers we have on. So we now have 53 passengers, and we're going to get 43 or 44,000 more, aren't we? Lovely jubbly. Right, let's get going then. Well, I would get going. Why? Oh, we've got the handbrake on. Oh, give me a break. So we're still in the 50 zone, so we'll just keep an eye on the speed and just... I don't think the passengers got on our train, did they? Still there, aren't they? Just back off that throttle a bit now. I was watching a YouTube video the other day about, well, this is for people in the UK particularly, unless you're coming over to the UK for a holiday and thinking of visiting York, but what they used to call the National Railway Museum, I think it's now being called just the Railway Museum, and it is having a massive revamp. So any railway enthusiasts out there, that I mean, I'm assuming you are if you're watching this video, but yeah, they're having a massive revamp of the what would you call them, showrooms or whatever you want to call them, and they're going to make them a little bit more, rather than just being a random display of trains where you just walk willy-nilly from one place to another. I think they're going to make it where it's more kind of routed. So that doesn't mean to say that you can't walk anywhere you like, whenever you like. I don't think it's going to be like fenced off or anything like that, routed wise, but it's just going to kind of take you on a logical journey, I suppose. I don't know whether it's taking you through the ages or what it's doing, but some kind of logical kind of virtual route, if you like. So and that's all going to be done this year. Apparently, they're taking the road that's outside, which goes in between the two buildings. I think they're actually going to create a massive, almost like a plaza, where that road is, and so they're actually doing away with the road, and building this big plaza stroke courtyard type area. So interesting stuff. So if you are visiting York Railway Museum, then be prepared for some disruption. I think they've already started work on it, and it's going to last the whole of this year, I think. So next year it should be very, very interesting to go and visit again. I will certainly be doing that. I may even go this year, I don't know, but it's a fine old museum, is York Railway Museum. So yes, I was very interested to watch that. Well, what are we on now? 80, are we? Let's get some speed up. It looks like it stopped raining, so we'll get the wipers off. Oops, I forgot it's. You have to keep. Oh, wrong button down. Is that it? No, that's not it. Oh, it is. Yeah, sorted. Thank you. Better make sure we ward this animal off. Ooh, just get the speed down a bit. Go on, off on your way. Go back to your family. Thank you. Got a 120 zone coming up soon, so be able to crack on a little bit more. For anybody new to the channel, watching one of my videos on train life for the first time, I do play on Geforce now. So this is Train Life actually on Geforce now. I have got the top tier, which is used to be the 3080. It's now called the Ultimate tier, which is now being rolled out on 4080s, RTX 4080s, and I'm playing at 4K and 60 FPS on an Nvidia Shield Pro TV. I give that information, generally speaking, because A, I like to watch videos and know what people are actually playing the game on, because it can differ slightly from one system to another. So this is in effect a PC version, if you like, of Train Life. And there are subtle differences here and there to the console version, like the oh, what is that sign doing there? I've just realised what that. So they're red, but there's nothing up on. Are they supposed to be red? Or were they normal signals? Am I mistaken there? I found that a bit odd. I don't know. I'm sure someone will comment. Stephen, you can give me a comment on that, can't you? Yeah, I think you scrutinise every little thing I do. No, I'm not complaining about it, but yeah, you certainly have a good look at what I've done wrong and right. Yeah, as I was saying though, the versions are a little bit different. The tree for the city building and what have you. I think. Well, actually, I don't know whether it does now. I know the PC version labels the icons, so you know what they are, but I don't think the console version did, and possibly still doesn't. So there are little subtle differences in the games. So I always like, if I'm watching other people's videos, I like to know what system they're playing on. And that's why I like to tell you. But also because the Nvidia Shield Pro TV can only record in 30 FPS and 1080p. So even though I am playing it in 4K 60 FPS, you are watching it at 1080p 30 FPS, because that's the maximum I can record at. I would love to be able to do 4K and 60 FPS, but unfortunately at the moment that's a no-no until they probably bring out another Nvidia Shield Pro. It's about due for an update, to be honest. It's 4 or 5 years old now, this particular one. But then again, it was ahead of its time. The hardware inside it was way ahead of its time. So only now, really, are you starting to see similar systems like the Amazon Fire Stick with similar specs. So I can see Nvidia possibly coming out with another Shield TV at some point in the next year or two. That's only my guess. I don't know anything, but I would imagine one's overdue, really, by this point. So yeah, overall, the game on Geforce now does work very, very well. You know, the only issues really, well, I've had that game save issue, but the only other issues are really just game issues. It's nothing to do with Geforce now, it's just the game itself. But as do most games work really, really well. Somebody commented the other day that they said they were getting an Nvidia Shield Pro actually, and they were wanting to know what kind of upload speed you needed. I mean, this information is available on Nvidia's website, the GeForce Now website, but yeah, you don't need as much as you think, to be honest. You'll get away with 40 or 50 download. And I'm just trying to sort of speed out a little bit here, just bear with me. Just concentrate on what I'm doing. Yeah, we're looking okay. We were heading for that red signal, but I think this train is on the left track, isn't it, as we're heading. Keep a little bit of an eye on things just to make sure. Let's get back inside the train. he on the left? The HUD's saying it's clear. Yeah, he's on the left. That's fine. Give him a toot. Now, if that was another player, like I was talking about Simrail earlier on, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Be able to toot the other player. I can't remember what I was talking about now. I was talking about Geforce, wasn't I? Oh yeah, somebody commented on the speed. Yeah, 40 or 50 download is generally enough, to be honest. Even playing at 4K, you might just have to fiddle with the settings a little bit here and there, stuff like that. But you should get away with that, okay? And also, the upload speeds is, to be honest, I mean, this guy was saying, I can't remember his name, but he was saying he had a 5 MPS upload. Have I messed up there? No, I don't think I have I? Yeah, a 5 meg upload. And to be honest, the upload is only for mouse clicks, controller inputs, typing out stuff, pressing keyboard keys or whatever. That's all it's for. You're talking kilobytes of information that you're having to send back to Geforce. So you will get away with very little upload speed. Two of the main, well, the most important things really, I mean, apart from having a reasonably fast download, like I say, 40 or 50 should be ample. But two of the main things are latency and your ping rate, because if they're high, or packet loss as well, that's the other one. Because if they're high, you could run into some issues, like you know, your input may be a little laggy, if you like you know, you press a button and then it just seems like an age before the game reacts to what you've input. I've never had many issues like that. Occasionally, I mean, it is an online service, you get the occasional blip like you do with anything that's online. But generally speaking, I have to say that the level of latency I've had with my input has been very, very good. So, but yeah, latency and ping, and also, let's just sort this out.
Station operator here. What can we do for you? You've been given clearance. Proceed.
Yeah, and packet loss. Now, the system, you can test your setup with Geforce now, and it is recommended that you do test through the Geforce Now app, or whatever you're playing it through on the browser. Oops, slow down here. Oh, I'm going wrong, aren't I? That was lucky. Let's get that speed down. Speed, 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 speed. I've got them messed up, haven't I? That's me talking. I think what I'm going to do here, because I need to be over there, I'm going to back up. So let's change ends. And yeah, I need, is it that one? That's immediately to my, oops, wrong way. No, it's, I need to go over, oh, I need to go over 3 actually, don't I? Okay. Get moving past this junction. Oops, going wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Yes, because I'm forgetting I've changed ends, haven't I? Don't need reverse if I've changed ends. Yeah, just to finish that off, it's not really much cop doing a speed test with a generic app. You really need to do the test through Geforce now. But they do have a free tier which you can go on and try. They also have some free games to try, so you can try all the system before you purchase anything, before you purchase any games, any device to play it on, or anything you like. You can just try it on a browser on your phone or whatever, using the app, and try a free game and see if it all works. But do the speed test via the app. Don't do it using a generic speed test app or anything like that, because it needs to go via their servers. That's the point. So let me just slow down to a stop here. Sorry about this, guys. It was because I was talking about Geforce now, and I wasn't really concentrating on what I was. I tell you, you can't have any lack of concentration on this game. You really do need to concentrate. Right, so handbrake off again. Brakes off, and it's saying right. I can see the V up ahead now. It's right in the middle of the screen. And now it should be left. Yeah, that's right. Okay. We're sorted. A little blip towards the end, but hey. We're here, aren't we? The train's done very well, actually, hasn't it? We're still at 48% fuel and 61% health, so done very well. But I will get it sorted out for the next video. Now, just to quickly have a look, is it a through? Yes, it is a through route to... I don't know why Smeltery's on there. Did I include that? I can't remember. Don't know. But while we're here, the next video, yeah, we'll take it over to Saarbrücken, Maine, and then yeah, over to Luxembourg, and potentially on to Reims, but we'll see. That'll be a bit of a longer one if we did that. So we shall see. Okay, let's open the doors and get our reward. Okay, so level up, Junior 2, new accessories, next level Junior 3. Okay. Departing passengers. Close the doors. And we should have our 46 thou, was it? So we've got 14 there. Oh yeah, 43 there. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Brilliant. Right. So we've now got £129,911. Fantastic. Right, so that's it for this one then, guys. If you have liked the video and you've got to the end, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos on Sims and city building games, and please click that notification bell, and we will see you on the next video. Okay, so have a fantastic rest of the day, and we will catch you soon. Bye for now.